Hello, YouTube. It is VEDS Day 2, and it's also a Friday. And in honor of it being also a Friday and the last day of school for some, for a potentially long weekend, I thought we'd read a little classical literature for your edification purposes, and just to remind you over the weekend that you can never stop learning. Anyway, I'm going to read a selection from the large and slightly not safe for work Herman Melville's Moby Dick. But before I do that, I figure we need some music. Maestro, something classical if you please. No, classical, not classic. Are you trying to get us kicked off YouTube? Thank you. Moby Dick, Chapter 94, A Squeeze of the Hand. That whale of Stubbs, so dearly purchased, was duly brought to the Pequod's side. While some were occupied with this latter duty, others were employed in dragging away the large tubs so soon as filled with the sperm, and when the proper time arrived, the same sperm was carefully manipulated ere going to the try-works, of which anon. It had cooled and crystallized to such a degree that when, with several others, I sat down before a large Constantine's bath of it, I found strangely concreted into lumps, here and there, rolling about in the liquid part. It was our business to squeeze these lumps back into fluid, a sweet and unctuous duty. No wonder that in old times sperm was such a favorite cosmetic, such a clearer, such a sweetener, such a softener, such a delicious mollifier. After having my hands in it for only a few minutes, my fingers felt like eels and began, as it were, to serpentine and spiralize. As I sat there at my ease, cross-legged on the deck, after the bitter exertion at the windlass, under the blue tranquil sky, the ship under indolent sail, gliding so serenely along, as I bathed my hands among these soft, gentle globules of infiltrated tissues, wove almost within the hour, as they richly broke into my fingers, discharged all of their opulence, like fully ripe grapes their wine, as I snuffed up that uncontaminated aroma, literally and truly, like the smell of spring violets, I declare to you that for the time I lived as in a musky meadow. I forgot all about our horrible oath, that inexpressible sperm. I washed my hands and my heart of it. I almost began to credit the old Parcelson's superstition that sperm is a rare virtue, allaying the heat of anger. While bathing in that bath, I felt divinity free from all ill will, or petulance, or malice of any sort whatsoever. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the morning long. I squeezed that sperm till I myself almost melted into it. I squeezed that sperm till a strange sort of insanity came over me, and I found myself unwittingly squeezing my co-laborers' hands in it, mistaking their hands for the gentle globules. Such an abounding, affectionate, friendly, loving feeling did this avocation beget, that at last I was continually squeezing their hands and looking up into their eyes sentimentally, as much as to say, "Oh, my dear fellow beings, why should we longer cherish any social servitudes, or know the slightest ill humor or envy? Come, let us squeeze hands all around, nay, let us all squeeze ourselves into each other, let us squeeze ourselves universally into the very milk and sperm of kindness." What that I could keep squeezing that sperm forever? Well, I told you it's slightly not safe for work, and I suppose the more you know, the more you wish you didn't. But that's all for me this Friday, September 2nd, 2016. Hope you have a nice day, YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow.